everyone, we're going to find the eccentricity, identify the conic, give an equation of the directrix, and also sketch the conic for r equals 9 divided by 6 plus 2 cosine of theta. Alright, so let's get started. It has this form here with cosine. It has a positive. So in the denominator we have plus e cosine of theta. The problem is we need a 1 here, and we have a 6. So we're going to fix that. We have r equals 9 divided by 6 plus 2 cosine of theta. Let's go ahead and multiply our numerator and our denominator by 1/6. For a numerator, that gives us 3/2. For a denominator, this is going to give us 1 plus 1/3 cosine of theta. Now we can clearly see our e. Our e is right here, is 1/3, which is less than 1. That means this is going to be an ellipse. All right. Now, given that, let's know that this equals ED. So ED equals 3/2. We know that E equals 1/3. So if you multiply through by 3, you're going to get D equals 9/2. Okay, since D is 9/2 and we have this in our denominator, the directrix is to the right of the focus at the origin. Therefore, our equation of the directrix is x equals 9/2. All right, now we can go ahead and sketch a graph. Now, when I mean sketch the graph, I have a grid on here. Usually when they say sketch a graph, they mean there's no grid. I'm using a grid just to make it easier for the video, but you do not need a graph. So I'm going to try to make this as big as possible so you can see it. So I'm using the scale as seen. Every 2, I'm letting that be 1. But our directrix is at 4 1/2. So it's out here. So I'll just graph this out here. It's about 4 1/2. Again, I just have a grid here, but you can sketch it in so to get a kind of framework there. So that's your directrix. To get the equate, you know what an ellipse looks like. So I'm just going to plug in some points. At cosine of 0, we're going to get 1. So this is going to be 6 plus 2. This is going to be 9/8. And at pi divided by 2, it's 0. So that's going to be 3/2. At pi, that's going to be -2. So we're going to have 9/4. And at 3 pi divided by 2, we're back to 3/2. So let's plot those points. At 0, we're at 9/8. It's a little bigger than 1. Again, it's just a sketch. At pi divided by 2, we're at 1 1/2. So there's 1, and this is 1, and this is 2. So this is 1 1/2. Make sure I did that right. Yep. All right, and at pi, we're at 9/4. So that's 2 1/4. 2. Right about there. And at 3 pi over 2, we're at 1 1/2 again. Right about there. Let me see if I can draw this. So there we go. That's as best I can do on this. So there's your little sketch. All right. Now, your vertex is going to be the midway between these 2 points here. So this point here is 9/4, comma pi. Let I'm going to write this in black. 9/4 comma pi. And this one is 9/8 comma pi. And if you add these two up and divide by 2, you're going to get, so I'm going to say the center equals, you're going to get 9 divided by 16 comma pi. So that is, if it was 8/16, it'd be 1/2. So this would be about 1/2. I'll put it about there. It's a little bigger than 1/2. And there's your center. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.